Over the last 12 years, we've seen so many failures from Disney Star Wars. Lucasfilm, ran by Kathleen Kennedy, has been a complete and total disaster. And as a result, it seems like every few months or so over the past several years, we've heard the rumor pop up, oh, they're finally going to fire Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy's out at Lucasfilm. A civil war. All this bullshit, because that's what it has been, quite frankly. It's been BS. A lot of people have made this up. A lot of people ran with these fake reports, wherever they got them from, whether they made them up or not, even though there was never actually any truth to it. As so many people have rightly said, Kathleen Kennedy's going to be at Lucasfilm for as long as she wants to be at Lucasfilm. And when she's ready to leave, then and only then will she actually be stepping down. Well, now we have another report that's out there following the disaster that was The Acolyte, the biggest failure that they've seen. Nearly $200 million on a show that failed to chart for the last several episodes on the Nielsen ratings. The worst ratings we've ever seen for a Star Wars project. The worst fan reaction we've seen for a Star Wars project. On the heels of Kathleen Kennedy insulting the male-dominated fan base and slamming and attacking fans once again. Well, now this is what we're hearing. The new rumor, the new report that's out there, Kathleen Kennedy ready to retire, but is waiting for a win, according to entertainment analysts. I don't know how much long you're going to have to be waiting for that win, and of course, anybody would kind of want to go off on a high note. But certainly we've seen none of those. Look at what we've recently seen. We've seen streaming failures. We've seen one box office release in the past couple of years, and that was Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny, a massive, catastrophic flop for them that lost a few $100 million for Disney. Those certainly aren't high notes that you want to leave on. Kathleen Kennedy apparently has something in common with much of the Star Wars fan base. She wants Kathleen Kennedy to leave Lucasfilm, but according to Film Threat's Chris Gore, she's only willing to walk out under one condition. Now they set the stage and talk about some of the failures that we've seen recently. According to Film Threat's Chris Gore, in a recent episode of The Pro Show, Kathleen Kennedy actually wants to leave Lucasfilm, but only under one very specific circumstance. We've been hearing lately that Kathleen Kennedy is not very hands-on with Star Wars at this point, says WDW Pro. Are you hearing anything similar? She may be operating in title only, at least for now. Let me make something crystal clear. One, anybody that's come like with rumors and reports saying Kathleen Kennedy was fired over the last couple of years, don't really trust any of the sources that are involved in that. Also, the idea that Kathleen Kennedy was ever, super involved, super hands-on with like the development of scripts and like this stuff, that's just not a reality either. People had this idea of what Kathleen Kennedy was doing because they were told by people that's what it was. Never was really the case. But anyway, let's get back to it. She wants to retire and leave, says Chris Gore. Obviously, I know Chris Gore. I'm friends with Chris Gore. Chris Gore knows a lot of people in the industry. But she wants to do that on a win. Gore went on to say in order to leave, Kathleen Kennedy wants a huge success that she can ride into retirement. This could be a smash hit television show or a major box office victory with a theatrical release. In other words, she wants to go out on a high note. She's waiting to go out on a big win, and she hasn't had one. Now, I've said this for a long time as all these people put out, Kathleen Kennedy's being fired, Civil War, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, all the bullshit that was out there. I've said that she will leave when she's ready. She's over 70 years old. She's been in this position for 12 years now. In 2025, it'll be 13 years that she's been president of Lucasfilm while making dogshit Disney Star Wars. At the end of the day, whenever she's ready to leave, she will. I wouldn't be surprised if she was waiting for a moment like that to step out after a big win, after a big victory. Some people thought that could end up being Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, something she was invested in, someone who worked on some of the original Indiana Jones movies. It would make sense that if that had been a big smash hit, maybe that was when she would bow out and let the next person take the place. But I will say this, even when she is ready to step down, if people think that all of a sudden is going to change things at Lucasfilm, you've got another thing coming. This place is full of activists, and Kathleen Kennedy is only one of many problems at Lucasfilm. But according to some people, she's ready to leave. She just needs to have a big win before she's actually ready to step down. Might be waiting quite some time for that. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.